Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Sunday, which means it is time for us to begin a new anime. It's Tower of God, or if you're a fucking weeb, Kami no Tao. Or if you're an Omega weeb, Tower of Kami, which is another thing I've fucking seen. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? So when I announced this, a few days ago, people were like, oh, you're doing Tower of God! And, that gave me the good feelings, that gave me the good brain chemicals, and so, fuck it. For those of you that are not familiar, here's the synopsis. Tower of God centers around a boy called 25th Bam. His parents must be very creative with names, who has spent most of his life trapped beneath a vast and mysterious tower, with only his close friend Rachel to keep him company. When Rachel enters the tower, Bam manages to open the door into it as well, and faces challenges at each floor of this tower as he tries to find his closest companion. That's some fucking video game bullshit. So this is either going to be really fun or really bad. So right now, there are 3 episodes of the anime out in the wild. I'm going to try and catch up. But, I mean, there's a lot of... apparently there's a fucking betting pool or something running saying that fucking I won't make it past episode 1, so... Oh boy, let's get in here and let's see what happens. Shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh, it's a Crunchyroll original. Shit, okay, well, I'm a head out. It just smash cuts in. Turns out this is secretly High Guardian Spice. They just changed the name. Not gonna lie. Don't look too good, I'm gonna say that. Like, the background art not looking so great. But then again, this is only like a little opening do here. Why does the line work look like it's drawn in crayon? Like, am I the only one seeing that? Like, except for, like, the monsters. Why is it that the line art for the fucking, like... for, like, that guy and all the humans... why does it look like he's drawing him all fucking crayon? Did they have US Marines illustrate this or something? Jesus. Oh, someone's gonna get upset at that. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Why is it drawn in crayon? So they die at the end. Neat. Alright then. Oh boy. Okay, so... Already a thought. This show don't look very good. Like, already, like, that's where we're at. So, I mean, maybe, like, the whole crayon line work was just for that little opening-do there, because... I mean, it looks okay in the opening, but... for the most part, at least... Okay, so here's one thing that's a little bit of a red flag. Most of this opening is main character looking angsty, standing in a fucking blank void. That That is a red flag. That is a massive red flag. That is a Sword Art Online red flag. And we all know how Sword Art Online come out, huh? Is this Rachel? I imagine that's Bam then, alright. I'm sorry, Bam, I can't deal with your bullshit anymore. You fool, you're... Yep, the lines are still drawn in crayon. Lewd. They're just gonna fuck right there on the fucking rock, huh? Then she... Wait, sorry, so she could just teleport to the tower. If she could just teleport to the tower, then why was she A neat visual, but that's a mess conceptually. Why was she bothering to run away if she could just teleport there? Because that door wasn't there before. That door wasn't there before. They were on a bare-ass stone floor. So the door to the tower appears to be metaphysical, which means you don't need to physically be at the door. You just need to say that you're going to the tower while within range and it'll fucking teleport you in. Aurora Borealis! At this time of day, in this part of the country... Oh hey, it's Zeus coming out of the fucking shower. Why is it drawn in crayon? Like, is this the new aesthetic that Crunchyroll's trying to push? I am head on. Apply me directly to the forehead. Um, God, that looks awful. You know what this looks like? This looks like fucking like Sour's new art style, like where like he has like those sketchy line art. You know what the difference between Sour and this is though? Sour doesn't make animations with it. Like it looks fine in a still image, but you make it move and it looks cheap as shit. And even then, like fucking, even if like the line art's the same, I'd say Sour's actual fucking like drawing is better than this. Yep, and he's already running ahead because he's an idiot. Man, if I hadn't read that synopsis, I'd be very confused. Because Jesus Christ, talk about starting something cold. Because like there's no context given, and I anticipate. Like, no context has been given, and I do not expect any to be given. What the fuck is a pocket? So is there an entire fucking like society of people that just go into the fucking tower every now and again? So like this is literally just like, so is this entire anime just gonna be, yeah, like just go up the floors, asshole? It's going to be the premise of season 1 of Sword Art Online. Unlock the floors and fucking fight the final boss. And there it is. There it is. Fucking already, like we've barely been in here and already the harem begins to grow. No, he needs to get that pussy though. He needs it. The Black March? What the fuck? Yeah, but if he loses it, then that's a sword that she doesn't have. What's with this fucking video game shit right now, man? Like this is straight up some video game shit. Like, like they're not in a video game, are they? Cause like this is straight up some video game shit. They start bringing up fucking HP and fucking mana and shit. I'm out. Why is he so short? Holy shit. Like I thought just the scale was weird, but no, that guy's like fucking 3 feet tall. What in the fuck? And fucking, I mean, that's kind of weird that the opening has the first monster in it. Unless this monster's, unless this monster's gonna come back and they're gonna, there's gonna be a recurring monster because he fucks up. All right, and there's our protagonist, fucking dead. How do you know this? How do you know this? Like, I'm going to assume that, like, nobody has done this test before because she was like, oh no, that's fucking impossible. A desire for pussy. So, it's kind of baffling, my dude. Like, I appreciate the spirit of that, but fuck me, that's... He's not strong enough to break it. He's a little wimpy babby. So how long until that big eel comes back and starts fucking beating his ass again? So, so she gave him a haircut and some clothes to wear. Neat. Alright. I mean, at least a tiny bit of context has been given. Wait, so they can't even see the sky from where they're at? Like, or is she also below the tower and she's never been to the surface? So, like, can they just, like, not... Is, like, the sky not visible from, like, the surface of the planet? Or, like, do they all live underground? Like, that's what I want to know. No, he's gonna do it, though. No, he's gonna do it. Why is he so short? Why is he so fucking short? Wow, so this hero blade, it just chose him. Wow. This big dumb hero blade, it chose this kid from middle of no. Wow. They really, really, really are just hammering home the fucking cheap ass fucking anime tropes, huh? Feel like I'm back in the fucking 90s, my dude. Watching fucking this shit on Toonami. Why is even the sword horny for him? Why is... Be gone, thought! Oh my god, man. This shit should be a fucking Toonami. God damn. I mean, it's not like you can use the Black March, girl. I mean, come on. Like, how are you gonna get your sword back when it doesn't even fucking want you, my dude? Poor eel. That poor fucking eel, man. And it's dead. Oh boy. This is gonna be cringe, isn't it? Okay, why does the fucking sword know what's going on? Did he just take the time with the sword to just kind of to fill her in, be like, oh yeah, no, this is how my life's been up to this point. Oh boy. The regulars. To fit that face when fucking no horny sword GF. Don't eat the grass, idiot. CG cube, re. I mean, wouldn't murdering the fucking guy, like the fucking eel, have done that? You have to kill all of them, right? Fortnite time? Fortnite time. Look at that guy in the fucking sleeping bag. Oh god, this story was made by fucking Zoomers, wasn't it? You're gonna have to take a life, boy. The standard first opponent, giant half-naked black man. Okay, of course. This really is just a. This really is a show that fucking like should have existed in the fucking 90s, isn't it? God damn, calm down. What the fuck? Just a guy with a gun. Okay, so like, what is? Okay, what is the fucking tech level working at? 'Cause that guy's just a real life gun. Jesus Christ, they already killed 100 people like immediately. Kid with a fucking briefcase. God, that's the most dangerous fucking man right there. Man, I was kind of hoping he had a gun. I was kind of hoping he'd just fucking pull out a 9mm and just be like, well, now he's worthless. How's he gonna fight now, man? He ain't got no gun. Fucking imagine trying to shoot that guy with a sniper rifle at fucking like super close range. That is someone's waifu right there. She has the Makoto haircut. Someone's gonna look at that and be like, no, that's it. That's the waifu. That's the true hero right there, Briefcase Man. Well, fellers, look like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. He's drawn in fucking crayon, my dude. Oh, boy. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna be, like, completely and totally fair on this one, alright? This first episode, some lame shit. Some lame shit. Doesn't set the premise up well, and if anything, makes the premise sound really fucking stupid. But... there is a way to make this good. There is, like I said, there's a way to make any premise good, but this in of itself, the concept of a battle royale, that's a premise that is very easy to make good. There's a reason why it's a fucking concept that keeps coming up in media. It's because it works. Like, fucking... It's the only reason fucking Hunger Games is popular, and Hunger Games is shit. It's because Battle Royale is an easy-to-understand premise. So starting off, this show ugly as shit, right? The line work looks awful, the background looks awful, designs are generic as all hell, like... I mean, that Crunchyroll symbol right there, that's gonna be like the only fucking... That's the only fucking thing you need to know that's gonna look like shit, dog. But, like... Yeah, art so bad, background bad, character design's generic as fuck. Like, it straight up, it looks like something that should have been on Toonami in the late 90s, early 2000s. Story-wise, like I said, it's not original, but it's a solid enough premise if you work with it. So... And I'm not, and by the way, me saying like, oh, this looks like it should be a Toonami in the like late 90s, early 2000s, doesn't mean those anime were bad, because fucking, like, Dragon Ball was on there, and I like Dragon Ball. But it does throw back to a era of anime where a lot of it was garbage. There's a lot of it that really has not aged very well. Like... That's, I don't know, like, I don't think you can really fight me on that one. And yeah, in the modern day, there's a lot of garbage as well, but at least the garbage is easier to pick out now, because the good shit doesn't look like the garbage. Fuck it. Okay, so just, like... Open it, you know, fuck it, let's just go through this, like, bit by bit. So, the opening doesn't look good. It looks awful. It's 90% character models on blank void. Not super great. They really doubled down on the crayon drawing for the opening. Not really a fan of that. Conceptually, this whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, why the fuck was Rachel running away when getting into the tower seems to be a matter of, like, no, I want to go to the tower, and then a big metaphysical door opens up and, like, fucking slurps you in. That's... I don't know about that one, Chief. That one's a bit fucky-wucky. Why was she running? And just, like... I understand that, like... Again, I guess, like, the reason, like, Bam is in there is because he wanted to follow her, and she was in the tower, and the tower went, like, fuck it, close enough. We get, like, a little bit of stuff going on here. Like, apparently this tower is in a land controlled by some royal family, and the royal family doesn't allow people to go in without permission. They speak a different language than he does, so they need a big translator bowl that apparently everyone has. The translator bowls work, like, are, like, basically connected to the tower, so if the tower needs them to display something, they will. Like, we've got some weird, like... we've got some weird video game bullshit going on, like... I don't know, like, what is it with, like, anime and just, like, throwing video game bullshit into things that, like, do not have a story reason for having video game bullshit? And if there is a story reason for there being video game bullshit, I wish they would have fucking told us, because god damn it, like, that's just confusing. The princess is pretty neat, but she immediately lost, like, 90% of my interest the second, like, the second she went like, oh, man, he's cute, I want to put my dick in him. Like, Like, what is it with, like, bad shows and just being, like... I'm not saying this is a bad show, because once again, 4-episode rule, that's the rule I'm sticking with before I make my final judgment, but right now, it's not fucking looking too good. But what is it with bad shows and just the fucking generic-ass protagonist immediately being a fucking pussy magnet? What is it with that? Like... do they hope that, like, the fucking weeaboo audience will just attach themselves to the protagonist, and the protagonist getting, like, shitloads of pussy is going to be, like, is going to make them feel good? It's going to give them the brain chemicals? Fighting the eel was not very interesting. I mean, like, it was cool in concept, but, like... he stabbed the eel in the tongue after getting bitten, and that was really cool, because it's like, oh man, he did a dumb thing that turned out to be cool, and it turned out to be, like, the whole test was to be able to, like, conquer your fear by, like, walking towards it instead of running away, da-da-da-da-da. But, like, he stabs a tongue, and the monster spends, like, fucking 10 minutes dicking around doing something else instead of killing the guy that chopped its tongue off. Giving him plenty of time to stab the bowl, but stab the bowl incorrectly, and then he figures out, oh wait, I need to ask the sexy lady inside the sword to help me. Sexy lady inside the sword then helps him. Then his bowl breaks. Then he gets teleported to next floor. That's kind of fucking weird, Chief. What was the eel doing? Jesus Christ. Like, there was like, so much time for the eel to kill him, and he just didn't, for, like, no reason. Like, that's fucking weird. I don't know about that. The concept of the Battle Royale thing at least has a little bit of my interest. There being, like, just a bunch of generic fucking 90s anime villains going around, like, hang on, so let's see what we have to work with here. Let's just scroll on through. We have, in order of appearance, we have our generic anime protagonist dude. We have girl in a crop top with a long skirt and knife. That's just pretty generic fantasy right there. We have girl in full body latex fetish wear and a mask, and weird demon squirrel boy. That is weird demon squirrel boy. That's some fucking that's Spirited Away shit. Fetish gear girl, that's not gonna lie, you know what, no, I could imagine that, like, showing up in, like, fucking Inuyasha or something, you know, that's fair. Then again, it's been a while since I watched Inuyasha. Let's see, what else do we got? Who else do we got? Like, we got, there was another group of guys shown before then, wasn't there? No, alright, so we have generic big black guy with a sword. Like, that's pretty early, like, late 90s, early 2000s standard. We have long-haired, elf-looking guy with a bow and arrow. Fucking dies. Guy with a cape and a sniper rifle. Guy in a fucking loose-fitting tie and shirt. And a big four-armed demon guy. We got fucking guy with fucking multiple eyes around his head. I think that's probably, like, the most unique guy there, like, out of all of them, but even then that's pretty fucking generic just for fantasy in general. Big dinosaur lizard man. Fucking weird frog dinosaur girl that someone's gonna wanna fuck. Yeah, like, a lot of these guys, like, a lot of them are, like, from different fucking eras of anime, and it's like most of them are from like fucking like late 90s, early 2000s, but then you got a few that are from like modern generic anime, and it's like, oh, okay then. Okay then. So I don't know if they're doing this on purpose or if it's just accidental. But like that's kind of neat if they are doing that. But that doesn't change the fact that this show itself very much feels like it's from a different era and not an era I really want to go back to. And if you like that era, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that like you gotta admit there was problems with that era. Like from like a pure like narrative and design standpoint. I don't know, man. Like I don't really like this episode. I don't really like this episode. I'm not gonna write the show off, but I'm definitely not feeling it right now, Mr. Krabs. Like it's got potential, but Arifureta had potential, and we all know how that wound out. Oh boy. So that's really where I'm gonna leave it. This show could turn out to be good with a rough first episode, or it could turn out to be absolute fucking garbage. We shall see. We shall see. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought of this first episode down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something that just went right the fuck over my head. Because, hey, that happens from time to time. As always, everybody, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description, and on the end card, on the list of all the people that keep the show up and running. If you want your name on there, as well as some other goodies, you can go ahead and follow them links. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, so as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly, we've all become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around the